Welcome to Leasehold Red Flags, a series of videos highlighting some of the problems and advantages of residential leasehold ownership in the UK. Long lease structure. Is the long lease a bipartite or tripartite lease? The long lease of the individual residential units will be granted in what are known as a bipartite format or a tripartite format. Typically, these leases are for terms of 125 years or 250 years or, in some cases, 999 years. A bipartite lease means that there are two parties to the long lease: 1, the freehold landlord, and 2, you, the long lease tenant. A tripartite lease means that there are three parties to the long lease: 1, the freehold landlord, 2, a management company, Man Co., and 3, you, the long lease tenant. The landlord retains ownership of the freehold and may sell it to another owner or investor, subject to a statutory obligation to inform all of the leaseholders. A process referred to as service of Section 5 notices. In the early years after development, the freeholder usually has the right to appoint a managing agent and place the insurance policies for the property. With tripartite leases, the intermediate management companies, Man Co's, are normally established as a precursor to the landlord, developer handing over management control of the block to all of the long leaseholders via individual shareholdings in the management company. This process is often delayed until the last apartment units have been sold. Each leaseholder is obliged to hold their share in the Man Co. under the terms of the individual lease agreement. Tripartite leases are generally more favorable for buyers of residential leasehold properties as they show an intention on the part of the developer or landlord to step away from the management of the block at some stage in the future and grant a form of democratic control to the long leaseholders. Once established, the new management company, Man Co., will have the right to appoint the managing agents for the block. The managing agents are a professional services company who arrange procurement of all services, repairs and maintenance for the block. They establish the annual service charge budget, and they reconcile the service charge income and expenditure and the end of the service charge year. Finally, the managing agents are responsible for collecting the annual service charges, ground rent, and ensuring that the terms of each lease are followed by each tenant and occupier. It should be noted that, regardless of the lease structure, the leaseholders can always take control of the block management via a statutory process known as Right to Manage, RTM. Under this process, a new RTM management company is established with all leaseholders being offered a shareholding in the new company. The new RTM then assumes control of the operations for the block from the landlord and can then appoint new managing agents to handle the day-to-day management. In conclusion, it is recommended that prospective buyers of leasehold apartments should research the lease structure before buying, and look at any changes have taken place since the building was completed. Buyers should ask their solicitor to explain the ownership structure and investigate the activities and general performance of the management company or right to manage company as far as possible. Buyers may also be able to approach existing leaseholders within the block or search social media information for any clues and comments about the overall management of that particular block. Thank you for watching this Leasehold Red Flags presentation. Please feel free to email if you have any specific queries or, if you would like a PDF copy of this presentation. Click subscribe and notifications to see more videos from the UK Real Estate channel.